I'm Andre Freeman live at SMU with Luke and Miles. All right, so Luke, who do you think was the deciding factor last night for the Raptors? Like, who was the guy that really like brought them to victory?
I don't know if I could say one guy. I would have to go with role players like Danny Green. He really stepped up. Gasol had 17. Green had 18, shooting 60% from three. I would say those two guys, Danny Green and Gasol, really stepped up for the Raptors. They were key in this game.
Okay, so who do you think, or who do you think caused the Warriors to lose?
I think Kyle Lowry stepping up in a big role, 23 or 20 points, whatever he scored. I think with Siakam 18 and Gasol finally stepping up, I think the Raptors can take advantage of the Warriors without Durant and Thompson, and the Warriors just didn't have an overall starting lineup playing good.
So how much do you think that Durant and Thompson's loss to the Warriors? How much do you think that really affects them?
Well, I don't know so much about Durant because he's been out for a while and they've been building team chemistry without him so far. I think the loss of Klay Thompson and Looney really hurt them in this game. Looney's out for the rest of the series, probably Durant too. I think Klay Thompson, when he comes back, because he is playing Game 4, they're going to need him to put up at least 20 and play a bigger role because with him in Game 3, I don't think the Warriors lose.
Okay, so where do you see this series going? Going back, so what do you think is going to happen in Game 4 and after Game 4 when they go back to Toronto?
I think even with Klay coming back, this will probably be the most even game of this series so far. So for me, it's really a coin flip. I think it could go either way in Game 4.
Absolutely. What about you?
I think with Klay coming back, I think the Warriors have more of a chance. And then with Durant coming back maybe in 5 and 6 in Toronto, I think the Warriors will probably take the series because the Raptors have been off and on with Lowry and Siakam and Leonard not being on the same pace with points and everything throughout the whole series. So I think the Warriors will take advantage of the Raptors' mistakes.
What did you think about Serge Ibaka's performance? Obviously, he only had 6 points, but he played his role, and he was a huge presence in the paint with 6 blocks.
Serge Ibaka, as we're calling him, played huge games so far. They're going to need him to step up again. I remember 2 chase down blocks that he had that were really huge when the Warriors were trying to make a run. They're going to need him to step up again, and I like how he was playing in the last game.
What about you? What do you think that?
I think Ibaka is a big role for the Raptors because the Warriors have Cousins and Green in the paint, and Green's usually a big presence for the defensive side. So I think if Siakam and Ibaka are going at the same time, I think the Raptors have a good chance at winning Game 4 in Golden State, heading back to Toronto.
Now, with all that being said, what do you think? What has to happen for the Warriors to win this game, and what has to happen for the Raptors to win this series?
Well, for the Warriors winning Game 4, I think they're going to need to get Klay Thompson involved early. They're also going to need to get Draymond Green involved because Steph Curry cannot do it all by himself. He proved that in Game 3. They're going to need their role players to step up too. And for the Raptors, I think they need another all-around performance. All of their starters scored in double figures. They're going to need that again. And like I said earlier, this game is going to be very even in Game 4.
What do you think is going to have to be the deciding factor for both teams?
I think the Warriors need to have a lead at halftime. A lot of the series they've played this year, they've been down at halftime to Portland and now to Toronto at halftime. They have came back, but I think the Warriors need to have the lead at halftime, have more momentum going into the second half, and then just rolling right through the Raptors in Game 4.
Absolutely. That's it. That's it for Luke and Miles and Andre, and it's SBC.